comes to making music, it's a kind of cave-like culture where it doesn't really matter where you are because you go within the infrastructure of your mind and your imagination. Well, I've often thought that, you know, with the different venues that I've played at and things, that once the lights go out, it doesn't matter whether it's La Scala or, you know, the Moe pub, it's really the same thing. It's very important for me to be able to connect with that frequency because I find that the work has such a fragile centre, and, you know, because I was born here, that there are certain frequencies that I grew up with in the abstract, and I find those to be a refuge and a starting point. That's very important, it's contemplating. No, it wasn't really necessary for him to do that because my work's in my heart. But it was a lovely gesture and it was very impressive. I was 19. Well, I began playing in pubs when I was about 14, which I was punished and I was forced to join the Society. She's going to insist on doing music, we'll put her into the light operatic. Well, I've never connected with rational practicality when it comes to musicality. I can't see how the two things live together. We both joined the local library, which had the most extraordinary collection of books, especially in the basement. But the sort of books that we were reading were anthropological works and poems of anthropological kinds and looking into different spirituality. I actually thought that the music that was happening in Melbourne was more innovative and interesting. Yeah, I was surprised that it wasn't as risky. See, that was the thing, that by having the pubs around Melbourne at that time when I was young, they had stages in them for music. And even though they may not have been romantic with lights on, they provided a space for a poet. So I was surprised when I got to London that there was a kind of modern mentality within the art world, which I was surprised by. It comes directly from a response to the music, an automatic response, and each piece of music has its own language. Sometimes I feel a mixture of deep love and safety, and even though the work sounds, it's always been put with really sad things. When I'm singing it, I don't feel sad, I feel hope. Do that without cutting you off. I risk losing the sensitivity that it takes for me to make my work. I don't make soup. I don't make soup.
How do you avoid making soup?
By staying in contact with my arrogant vision.